Strider 1 has been hit. Are you alright?
He's flying, but if he takes another hit, it's a miracle you're not in a million pieces.
Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made this stuff as a toy.
Unidentified aircraft. Land the plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy.
Bisschen harter, alter Motherfucker, hä? So richtiger Hardcore.
Smash those missiles right into the
Fliegerass, wie es im Buche steht.
Hey, this just seems like another ordinary day for him. That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
Der ist so mega gepanzert.
Enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've felled every last one of them.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Ja, ja, ich kenne den Trick, mein Kleiner. Alter, der hat eine Beschleunigung. Ich brauche wirklich X Raketen, um den zu kriegen. Oh, wenn ich keine Wimper im linken Auge hätte, die die ganze Zeit nervt. Mann, oh Mann.
Watch your remaining missiles. Strider 1, Fox 2. It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Ja, aber es gibt jetzt garantiert irgendeine Scheiße.
Pilot with the 3 strikes. This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Ja, wir sind gerade mal bei was, Mission 18 oder so? Es sind noch einige von uns, das war mir aber klar. Haben wir es jetzt eigentlich First Try geschafft? Keine Ahnung. Ich gehe mal von Nein
The
aus.
resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Das Leben ist eine Bühne. Auch da, wenn der Vorhang fällt, ist es zu Ende. Den Job erledigt. Ihnen wurde die Medaille Job erledigt, bla bla. Neue Skins für die Su-30 SM, okay. Ui. Auf zur nächsten Mission. Ich bin gerade drin.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka?
or for Erugia. My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erugia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Die Musik war mega schön.
Let's get the briefing started.
Der Assi über mir kann sich wieder mal den benehmen, als ob es irgendjemand interessieren würde, dass er jetzt in seiner Wohnung ist.
It'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
Certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Einsatzname Daredevil. Schalten Sie den Arsenal Bird aus. Das wird uns doch garantiert mega schwer gemacht. Na, mal sehen, wie viele Anläufe ich jetzt brauche. So. Hier sieht nämlich alles so grau aus. Selbst das, was wir haben. Wie viel haben wir? 400. Oder mal, was machst denn du? Verbessert Jetbeschleunigung und erhöht Höchstgeschwindigkeit. Aha, okay. Verbessert Tarneigenschaften des Jets. Tarneigenschaften? Weder die F-22 noch die F-35 haben irgendwelche Tarneigenschaften. Das ist schon leicht jetzt verwirrend dadurch. SU. Diese SU ist ziemlich weit verbreitet. Read. Okay. Zu wenig Punkte für die F-22, aber ist ja gerade mal Mission 19. Wer weiß, wie viel noch ist. Es klingt zwar nach Finale, oder als wären wir dem Finale nah, aber muss ja nicht sein, ne? So, na du bist ja die eindeutig beste bisher. Na, schauen wir mal.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Lighthouse. Schalten Sie den Arsenal Bird aus. Ja, natürlich mit seinem Schutzschild oder was.
We need help. Don't let him damage more. Show him what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of. Thanks. I owe you. No sweat. Get into formation. We have the numbers. Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.